Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News show. Let's begin with our daily news. FC Barcelona are interested in signing Manchester United right back Diogo Dalot. FC Barcelona are reportedly keen on signing Diogo Dalot from Manchester United. According to Spanish outlet Sport via Sport Witness, the Catalan club are looking to bolster their right back options, and Dalot is a name that interests them. The report claims Sergi Roberto and Hector Bellerin are the two right backs at the Camp Nou, and both have their deals expiring in 2023. Serginho Dest is out on loan at Milan, and the La Liga side is looking for ways to permanently get rid of him. This has forced the Blaugrana to look to a new player in the same position. There are several names on the table at Barcelona, and the Manchester United defender is among them. The 23-year-old has had a fantastic start to the new season and is one of United's most improved players under Eric Tanhaag. His in-game awareness and positioning have been crucial to the team's positive results this season. Dalot has less than a year remaining on his current deal, with United having an option to extend for another 12 months. Barcelona's transfer stance would weaken if United triggered Dalot's extension. The Portuguese right-back has the technical ability to thrive in Ten Hag's system. With doubts over Aaron Wan-Bissaka's future, United simply cannot afford to weaken that position in the team. Leicester City are interested in Manchester United midfielder Donny van de Beek in January. Manchester United midfielder Donny van de Beek is being eyed by Premier League side Leicester City, according to French outlet Jeunesse Foot. The Foxes are interested in getting the 25-year-old from the Red Devils in the January transfer window. United have hardly used the Holland international since his arrival in the summer of 2020. Leicester could initially sign Van de Beek on loan from the Old Trafford side. Subsequently, the Foxes are studying the possibility of signing him permanently for £13 million in the upcoming summer transfer window. Eric Tanhaag was appointed United manager at the end of last season, and people thought the 25-year-old midfielder's fortunes would turn with the arrival of the Dutch manager to Manchester. The two previously worked together at Ajax. Under Ten Hag, Van de Beek was an essential part of the Amsterdam-based outfit that made it into the Champions League final in the 18-19 season, but unfortunately, the Eredivisie outfit fell short as they lost to Tottenham Hotspur. Since arriving in 2020, Van de Beek has not established a regular spot in the starting lineup. While the Holland international was afforded a considerable amount of minutes in his debut campaign, last season was disappointing for the 25-year-old. In the previous campaign, Van de Beek did not start a single Premier League game in the first half of the season. The midfielder eventually left on loan in January and joined Everton. Unfortunately, under Ten Hag, there seems to have been no change in Van de Beek's situation. The 25-year-old has made a few cameo appearances at the end of games in the current campaign. Will Van de Beek's journey with the Red Devils and in the upcoming transfer windows? It remains to be seen. However, fans feel it's best for the player and the club to part ways at this point. Steve Bruce defends Harry Maguire over recent criticism. Former Manchester United captain Steve Bruce is the latest ex-pro to leap to Harry Maguire's defense amidst the heavy criticism he is currently receiving. As reported in Pundit Arena, Bruce hit out at the social media nonsense Maguire has faced over the last month or so. Bruce feels Maguire has been harshly treated and advises him to forget about the social media attention and continue to work hard to push through this career sticky patch. I think the treatment of Harry Maguire has been harsh. He's going through a tricky patch. It's football. He has to button down the hatches and forget about the social media nonsense, he said. The current West Brom boss also believes Maguire is determined to get back to his best and should start by looking to force himself back into Eric Tanhaag's plans by getting back to basics. He's always determined to do well. He has to focus on getting himself back in the team at Manchester United and doing all the basics well again, he added. Bruce knows exactly how it feels to be under the pressure of being United's captain. The 61-year-old played for the club on 414 occasions and lifted the Premier League trophy, and in doing so and it United's 26-year wait for a league title. Maguire is yet to taste such success and has been underperforming for United for the last 18 months. However, the abuse aimed at the United skipper has notably escalated off the back of his rocky performance for England in the recent Nations League draw with Germany. Also, ex-United defender Gary Neville has spoken out on Harry Maguire's recent struggles. The comments came after Maguire returned from international duty with an injury and watched United stomping by rival City from the sidelines. Speaking on Monday Night Football on Sky Sports, Neville said, "It's tough for him at the moment," whilst Jamie Carragher added, "The criticism he gets, I think, is a bit over the top. I think it's bullying silently on social media." Darren Bent questions whether Casemiro is someone Manchester United manager Eric Tanhaag wanted. Former Premier League striker Darren Bent has questioned whether Casemiro was someone Manchester United manager Eric Tanhaag wanted. The ex-Tottenham Hotspur forward has raised concerns over the Brazilian. Casemiro signed for the Red Devils in the recent transfer window from Real Madrid. However, since then, the 30-year-old has not been able to make a place for himself in the Old Trafford side's starting 11. Speaking on TalkSport, Bent, who retired as a professional in 2019, compares Casemiro's situation with Antony's. The former Ajax man has slotted straight into the lineup since his arrival. When Manchester United signed Antony, if I can remember rightly, he barely trained and he was straight in the team. I just question whether Casemiro was someone Ten Hag truly wanted, said Bent. Most of United's summer 2022 arrivals have been integrated into the team immediately by Ten Hag. Tyrell Malacia, Christian Eriksen, Lisandro Martinez and Antony have become vital members of the side. However, Casemiro has had to bide his time. The Brazilian has not yet started for the Red Devils in the Premier League. He has only played 90 minutes once against Real Sociedad in the Europa League. Casemiro arrived at the club with a vast pedigree. The 30-year-old has won multiple major honors in the game over the years. Subsequently, the Brazilian has established himself as one of the best defensive midfielders. However, Scott McTominay has kept the former Madrid star out of the starting lineup. The Scotland international had a shaky start to the season, but the 25-year-old recovered his form after the Brentford loss. Unfortunately, McTominay struggled in the middle of the park against Manchester City. Casemiro replaced the Scotland international in the 59th minute. However, some wondered why the Brazilian did not start such an important game. Well, the defeat at the Etihad Stadium opened the door for Casemiro in the starting lineup. Only time will tell. Eric Tanhaag asks Manchester United board to put a halt on players' contract extensions. Manchester United manager Eric Tanhaag has asked the board to hold off on any new contract extensions until he evaluates the players, according to the Telegraph correspondent James Ducker on Twitter. The Dutch manager has asked the hierarchy to stop any plans of handing out new deals. Ten Hag wants to see which players fit his plan and then offer only those players a renewal. Over the years, United have had the tendency to give big money contracts to certain players. However, the Dutch manager is keen on changing that culture at the club. The Red Devils have had a topsy-turvy season up until now. After an abysmal start to Ten Hag's reign, the Old Trafford side seemed to have gotten the hang of things. Brighton and Hove Albion and Brentford inflicted losses on United in the first two games of the 22-23 campaign. The Red Devils sat at the bottom of the table at the time, their worst start to a league season in 101 years. However, the Liverpool game signaled a turnaround for United. While many had counted out the Red Devils in North West Derby, the Old Trafford side managed to topple Jurgen Klopp's side, winning 2-1. United then went on a winning run to make it 4 victories in a row in the Premier League. The Red Devils beat Arsenal. Up until that point, Mikel Arteta's side had a perfect record. However, Manchester City foiled United's plans of going on a 5-game win streak. Players must step up and show the desire to play in our famous red shirt. The month of October has a packed schedule with 8 more games. This is when stars need to convey why they deserve to stay at the Old Trafford side. Napoli and South Korea centre-back Kim Min Jae attracting interest from Manchester United. Manchester United are interested in Napoli and South Korea centre-back Kim Min Jae, according to Il Mattino. The Red Devils are set to enter the race for the 25-year-old signature. Min Jae joined the Serie A Giants in the recent transfer window from Fenerbahce in Turkey, and the South Korean has thrived in Naples. The 25-year-old won September Player of the Month for the Serie A. Tottenham Hotspur also wanted the defender in the summer of 2022. Napoli sit at the top of the league table, and Min Jae has been key to their early season success. However, the South Korean has a £43.4 million release clause, which activates at the end of the campaign. United currently possess a number of options for Eric Tanhaag to choose from for his back four. The club recently signed Lisandro Martinez in the summer of 2022, and the Argentine has formed a decent partnership with Rafael Varane. Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof are also in the squad. However, the Dutch manager has not afforded the England and Sweden internationals many minutes. Apart from the four, there seem to be no real backups, and the Red Devils are a few injuries away from having a crisis in defense. Min Jae would evidently be a decent addition to this side if United managed to pull off the 25-year-old signing. Park Ji-sung was the last successful South Korean export who donned the famous red shirt in Manchester. The midfielder ended up being a cult hero at United. Ji-sung was known for his endurance, contributing in both ends of the pitch, and he won several significant titles under Sir Alex Ferguson. Will Min Jae be the next big South Korean star in the Premier League after Son Heung-min? It remains to be seen. His imposing physical presence is something we can use, in all honesty, on both ends of the pitch on set pieces. Manchester United predicted to find it hard to secure Borussia Dortmund midfielder Jude Bellingham transfer. Fabrizio Romano has predicted that Manchester United will find it hard to secure a deal for Borussia Dortmund midfielder Jude Bellingham. The Red Devils will try, but it will be tough to convince the 19-year-old. Bellingham is expected to be a subject of interest from top European clubs next summer, and United will also be in the mix. The Red Devils are anticipated to begin conversation with the England international. However, speaking to the United stand on YouTube, transfer guru Romano feels it will be difficult for United to get Bellingham. He believes the 19-year-old will look at the overall project when deciding on a future club. Romano went on to say, "If you want my opinion, it's that it will be really difficult. If you want the reality, it's that Manchester United will try. They want to try and have conversations with people close to Jude Bellingham and explain to them their project. It's not easy because many clubs will be there. It's not just about the money, it's about the project." United have not been the most successful side over the years. Since the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson, the Red Devils have not won the Premier League. Our last trophy came in the 16-17 season under Jose Mourinho, as United lifted the Europa League. While the Old Trafford side have spent considerable money, it has evidently not reflected on the pitch. However, the arrival of Eric Tanhaag seems to signal a change in the Red Devils' approach. We are building under a manager with a clear philosophy and idea. The signings made during the recent transfer window have also impressed at the start of their careers at United. There have been bumps on the road as well. The 4-0 loss to Brentford was disappointing. However, United bounced back after that. Manchester City exposed our frailties once more in the 6-3 defeat. However, Ten Hag needs to be given time. The Dutch manager also needs to be supported by bringing in quality players like Bellingham. However, it remains to be seen whether Manchester will be an attractive destination for the 19-year-old right now. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.